Thanks, Rishi. Yeah, before I get into it, Yashin, Sonal, and GI Group, thank you so much for the opportunity, and my esteemed panelists. It's an honor to be sharing the screen stroke virtual dais with all of you. When Renu was saying, I mean, Renu had hit the nail right on its head. I was thinking back on, how did I grow up in my life? Now, my first 20 years of my professional career has been with the Tata Group, out of which the first 14 years has been only with one organization, which was Tata Communications, erstwhile BSNL. As you may know, it used to happen that, for example, when I mean at times when I used to share with my friends, or I mean, my ex-colleagues used to come up and say, and I used to see these job changes happening, and they used to see, what, are you not getting any jobs outside? They're still there. I used to smile, honestly speaking. But yeah, at the end of my 14th year, I thought, look, if I would have studied in a school by this time, I had to pass out. So now let me make a change. But that change also happened within the group. The point that I'm trying to make, Rishi, is that if I look back on whatever, how my own journey has been, whenever probably I needed a change, or I was thinking now I'm getting a little bored, or I need to do something else, there were two things happening. A, maybe somewhere or somewhat I was ready for that, to take on that role. Most importantly, that role came up from the organization, right? Which means that, so if you look at the entire, there's couple of these organizations. I mean, my ex-home Tata, to be, all with all due respect, the other discussions that is now happening in, the Unilevers, right? And quite a lot of these organizations, the leadership talent more often than not comes from within. How does that happen? And I mean, I think you in your introduction, Sonal, and also Renu touched upon it. The point is that it all goes back to the ecosystem, and the ecosystem is not only top down; it is also bottom up. Things which are not in our control, like the government, I am not touching that. What I wanted to actually also bring in at this point, Rishi, is that, when I was in my leadership journey, I heard one of my mentors use this term pretty often, that talent also comes with an expiry date. If you are not upgrading yourself, you will be obsolete one day. And unfortunately, we saw so many of these at difficult times of the economy. Not only this COVID, it happened earlier as well. Remember 2008, when quite a few organizations went to a turmoil. What happened? It, in end of the day, it affected people. So I think it is. I mean, for all our, sustainability is everybody's business, and most importantly, for each professional, if I may. And by professional, I don't only mean the white collar jobs. I also mean the blue collar jobs. Yeah, they. I mean, we need to be upgrade. We need to be keeping our mind open to learn new things, the things which are actually relevant. Now, giving the fact that how do people know that what is going to be relevant, at least for the particular organization? I think there a lot of roles comes in there from the leadership, because at the end of the day, it is, I think the leadership, it is the leadership's responsibility. It is not only a title for us to ensure that our teams grow. I was actually, I flashed back on a couple of years back in my career, when they spoke about internal hiring. And yes, the easiest way is to buy a skill. Now, I am a great believer of building the skill, buy if you must, but but building the skill is a responsibility. However, to be relevant, to be able to build, we all are adults. We are not children who would be sent to a school and come back with a report card. That's not what. That does not happen in adults, right? We have to be. I think it is the responsibility of each one of us to be, to have that learning worm, if I may, in our head. It is only for our own continuity and our own subsistence. If we are not, we will be obsolete, and unfortunately, that is the hard truth. I hope I've answered you, Rishi.